There's been a big positive update regarding Michail Antonio's horrific car crash. Liverpool have offered a 2-year contract extension to Mohamed Salah, and Dan Ashworth leaves Manchester United within 5 months of joining. All of that and much more in today's Football Fix. If you enjoy the video, subscribe for more. Today we start with the news that Dan Ashworth has left his role at Manchester United after just 5 months in the job. He wanted to appoint Gareth Southgate ahead of Ruben Amorim, and some other decisions that went against other opinions of the board, Ineos, and everybody involved means that they actually spent longer waiting for his gardening leave with the Newcastle situation than he was actually in the job. Bayern Munich are going to retire the number 5 shirt at the club after many, many years of having one of the most elite defenders of all time at their club, in honour of the incredible Franz Beckenbauer. The number 5 is gone. A lot of clubs have retired numbers in the past for some of the greats of the game. Of course, Jude Bellingham at Birmingham City, and many other actual icons of the game. Franz Beckenbauer is the latest to get his shirt number just set in stone as, this is him, no one can come close. Jamie Vardy is on the cusp of another Premier League record. A few years ago, he achieved the 11 goals in consecutive games record, which Mohamed Salah is on the cusp of getting to that level. It will have to be over the next couple of games to see whether he can continue that streak. But Jamie Vardy became the second oldest player to score and assist in a Premier League match after his goal and assist in the late comeback draw against Brighton last night. He is only second behind Ryan Giggs. And so if he does it in roughly 100 days' time, you're looking towards the end of the season, the final third of the season, Jamie Vardy could take yet another record, which just shows his longevity at the top level. He has been a Premier League legend. News on Mohamed Salah's contract extension and contract situation is that Liverpool have now actually made their opening contract offer to Mo Salah. This is massive because this has been an ongoing subject for the last couple of weeks, let alone months. And he has come out and done numerous interviews about it. And now Liverpool have offered him a 2-year deal that has been offered. He has said that he would be open to accepting a 1-year deal. So 2 years sounds amazing. I think a lot of Liverpool fans just want him to sign whatever deal is put on the table. We have heard news about Van Dijk being offered a contract as well as Trent, but potentially Van Dijk's not having the wages that he's expecting, and so there will be more negotiations. I imagine the same thing is going to happen to Salah here, where some of his wages or salary are going to be based on bonuses rather than just a weekly wage, as he is getting a bit older, even if he is still incredible. The big news over the weekend was Michail Antonio, who got involved in a very, very nasty car crash in his Ferrari. Seems like he lost control and collided with a tree. This is the state of the car that it was in after the accident. He was reportedly in it for 45 minutes and had to be cut out of it by firefighters and then airlifted to hospital. However, there is now a big positive update from West Ham, who say he has gone under surgery and he is going to be out for a minimum of a year. But that is fine, because considering, looking at the state of this, it could have been fatal. And even if it wasn't, he could have had completely career-ending injuries, but life-suffering injuries, really. Like, he could have potentially lost a leg or something. It's a crazy crash. So the fact that he is going to come out of it needing surgery, but then potentially being able to return to the sport is such an incredibly positive story, because when these images first came out of what had happened, everybody feared that, I mean, you never know what could have happened there. It was that bad. So everybody's thoughts are with Michail Antonio. I'm sure you would have seen a load of clubs and players and managers talking about it and offering love, support, prayers, etc. So here's hoping he can make a speedy and healthy recovery. Barcelona are monitoring Jonathan David as a long-term replacement for Robert Lewandowski. David has been amazing in Ligue 1 for many years now. Canadian striker has always put up good numbers, but no big club seems to have taken a punt on him, and I personally don't really understand why. But Barcelona are linked with him. Of course, they are also highly anticipating the signing of Victor Gyökeres, but so is every big team in the world. So David is reportedly the second choice behind Gyökeres in this upcoming summer window. Robert Lewandowski has been destroying La Liga this season, but in a similar situation to Salah, when you're getting towards that end of your career, you don't know when that drop-off is going to happen. Will there be one injury that basically ends his time at Barca? They have to plan for the future, and David is the latest to be linked with that. Arsenal's set-piece coach is set for a new contract extension. I don't think anybody will be surprised by this because, as we all know this season, Arsenal are scoring an absolute ton of goals from corners specifically, but also other set pieces. And they seem to have just got this thing nailed. They are scoring significantly more than any other team, and it is their main threat going forward right now. They're scoring more goals from set pieces than they are in open play in a lot of games. So a contract extension seems very fair. And the final piece of news today is that Leroy Sane could potentially be leaving Bayern Munich on a free transfer in the summer. The reason behind this is that contract talks are just not progressing at this moment in time for the 28-year-old winger. This could mean a return to the Premier League. Manchester City have previously been linked with a return for Leroy Sane, who was amazing when he was previously at the Manchester club. But there are no concrete links to any teams right now. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you for another one.